Hey everyone, this is Sybil. Welcome to my channel. I thought I would share with you what I've been doing. I had several people ask me what I planned on doing with the chipboard pieces that I had purchased, and I have shared that I plan on using them in cards and in layouts, scrapbook layouts with lots of dimension and layers. But I wanted to share with you my order of chipboard pieces from Wild Orchid Crafts. And I'm going to, if I remember, to link that video at the end of this video, at the end screen, then you can click on it and you can see what I'm talking about. But the way they came packaged is different than what most chipboard that's cut and laser cut. This is from Rene Bouquets. This is what this looks like. So when you buy it, it's all ready to go and ready to be used. But these pieces, they were still in the chipboard. So they had little attached pieces, throughout. And I had to get some little scissors and go through and snip. And I had to be super careful because these are paper thin. And I mean, it's not much thicker than the paper itself. And let me take this one out from Rene Bouquets. Now, most of the chipboard that I get is nice and thick like that. Do you see that difference? Now, let me hold this up to here so you can see. See, the one looks like just paper thin, and it's super flimsy. I mean, it is really flimsy. And then this is nice and thick, and I can use scissors if I want to, cut this in half or in little snippets for layouts and everything. So I don't have to worry that these are going to fall apart. However, several of these thin chipboard pieces from Wild Orchid Crafts ended up going in the garbage because they kept ripping. And I was being really careful, but they kept ripping. So I realized I was going to have to do something to make them more substantial, like similar to this. Now, of course, I couldn't make them as thick as this. So what I first started to do was I used my Versamark ink, and I used this little cube. I have the regular size ink pads, but this was perfect because see all that? It's got a bunch of embossing powder on it and everything. So this was perfect to take this, and go over the chipboard pieces. And the first one I tried was the Melt Art Ultra Thick Embossing Powder. And it really did a great job. This one is the strongest out of all of them. And it made it more substantial. But, it's clear and it's shiny. And that's not necessarily the look I was wanting for all of these to be. I wanted some color and some pretty, and I knew before I could even store these, excuse me, because they're so flimsy, I would have to, work on them. So I got out my Fran Taj embossing powders, and I'm not sure how many of you are familiar with them. I've had these forever. I'm not sure if you can still buy Fran Taj powders. But here are 3 of them. And most of these colors, the shabby pink, shabby white, and shabby blue, I used on these. And I'll show you really quick. So they may not look that much, you can see there's some color to them. But watch when I take, this is the shabby pink. So if I hold that up to you, you can see that it's pink. But now look. Isn't that beautiful? So that's the pink one. This is the blue one. It does the same, has the sparkle from the mica and the glitter. And then this is the shabby white. So they're really beautiful. And I used the Versamark ink pad on them and then put the embossing powder, and once it was melted and dried, I did it over and over like 3 times. So I don't have to worry about them, falling apart now, because they do have some more substance to them. And then I did some in like an opal color. It looks almost gold, but it is opal. It's really, really pretty. And that's what I did for these. This one is just white. And then I used different colors of frantage, this bronze color, and then this one is a black and rust color. And so then I thought, I love patina, so I grabbed 3 different colors here. Oops. This is a glitter, kind of like, it's not glass, but it's chunky glitter that will, you know, flatten when you put the heat to it. And then this is aged gold, so it's got black and gold flecks in there and rust color. And then this aqua powder. And so I did that on these and came up with my own patina look, you know, with the rust and the bluish green color. So I love how these turned out. And they have just a little bit of sparkle here and there, and that's from that glitter, that green glitter that when it melted. So that's what I've been doing there. Now, oh, I was going to say something else. Oh, and I wanted to let you guys know I'm going through my craft room, and I am starting to purge the things that I no longer use. You know, after a while, our tastes change. Things that we maybe used years ago, we no longer use. I'm not getting rid of everything, but I have been going through, let's see, my Totally Tiffany towers. They are little shelves that have 5 drawers in them each. And I have 2 of those towers, and that's where I have stored my ephemera, most of my ephemera. And so I've taken them out of the packages and then put them in the little drawers. The little drawers have 5, I think it's 5 or 6 little slots where you can put product in. So I've gone through those. My desk is covered with ephemera. And I decided that I would put a couple of boxes together. I have a bunch of 6x6 paper pads. Some are slightly used, some, you know, are used a little bit more. And the ephemera, and then as I go through my room, I'll add some flowers and just different things, and I'll do some giveaways. But I'm also going to be going through my stamps and my dies. I already have a little stack here of dies that I will be destashing. They'll be priced to sell. I'm not going to be giving them away. You know, I'm not going to, because I mean, I paid good money for them, but I'm not going to expect, of course, what I paid for them. But I will be doing that. I also bought some Dries magnetic sheets. There's 3 to a package. And this is, I cut these pieces off. So I cut it like that, and then I cut it down. And that way I put my dies on those. And they work really well for me. I know a lot of people use the, what is it, the filter magnet sheets that you can put over, you know, on your airflow filters and things like that. I don't do that. I tried those and they were so flimsy, they didn't work. These are about the only thing that I've tried that I really like. Plus I like that they're white. So my pockets are white, the paper behind them is white. So it just looks really nice to me. You know, we all do things that appeals to us. So that's what I'm going to do. But as I'm going through all of those dies, I will sort through and get some ready to destash. Like I said, I already have 1 pile to destash, and I'm going to do the same thing with my stamps. So it's going to take me a while to go through everything, but I'm changing up my craft room as well. Not so much the furniture, but what I've got in the drawers and at each station in my craft room. So somebody asked would I give a craft room tour again, because it's been since 2018. I will, but it won't be until I'm done with all this organizing. All right, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a fabulous day, and I will talk to you again soon. God bless.